My best friend was dying. Her surgery had failed. I was holding her, shaking with sobs, when she leaned in and murmured one short sentence into my ear. Her words froze me. My crying abruptly cut off, and a disbelieving laugh broke out of me. Only an hour earlier, she had been rushed in after a devastating car crash. There were only 2 surgeons capable of performing the emergency procedure she needed, my husband and my brother. They were both highly respected in their field. My brother was also her husband. Naturally, I called him first. "Shane, it's Zoe. She got into a terrible accident. You need to get to the hospital now. You're the only one who can save her." He scoffed. "What kind of performance are you two putting on this time? Doesn't she ever get tired of causing a scene? It's Serafina's birthday. I'm busy. Stop disturbing me." Then he hung up. When I tried again, his phone was turned off. Panicking, I dialed my husband. "Jake, please, it's Zoe. She needs emergency, sir." He cut me off. "Didn't I tell you I'm at her birthday party?" I said I'm busy. "Stop calling." He also hung up and blocked me. With both of them refusing to come, another doctor had to take the case. He tried his best, but the damage was too severe, and the operation failed. After she passed away, I handled everything alone. Years ago, she told me she wanted her ashes scattered in the ocean if she died first. She loved the sea, and she always said she didn't belong anywhere in this world anyway. She had no roots here. By the time I finished everything and returned home, the house was glowing with lights. Music and laughter filled every hallway. My entire family was hosting an extravagant birthday party for Serafina. "Maya, where have you been?" "It's my birthday," Serafina said, her expression soft and sweet, the picture of innocence. "And where's Zoe? Why isn't she with you?" Only Zoe, and I knew what kind of monster hid behind that gentle face. My brother wrapped an arm around her. "Ignore them," he said lightly. "They always know how to ruin a party." "Shane," I said, my voice cracking. "Zoe didn't make it. The surgery failed. This is her death certificate." He took the document, skimmed it, then burst into laughter. "You two really went all out for this little prank, didn't you? You think I'll fall for a piece of paper?" He tore the certificate apart, letting the scraps drift through the air like confetti. "So she's hiding tonight? Fine. If she doesn't come home by morning, she might as well stay gone." He walked away with Serafina tucked into his side. She glanced back, a tiny smirk curving her lips. Her eyes practically shouted the message. "It doesn't matter that you're their real daughter. I'm the only one they choose." Zoe and I were both transmigrators, people who arrived in this world 10 years ago. I was the true heir of a billionaire family who had been switched at birth. Serafina was the imposter they had raised for 25 years. Zoe fell in love with my brother. I fell in love with Jake. That was why we chose to stay in this world. But Serafina made sure we understood that our love meant nothing. We both wanted out. Zoe left first. Now it was my turn. I remembered the last thing she whispered before she died. "Don't cry, Maya. I'm just returning to our original world. They'll give me $1 billion as a reward. I'll take care of you once I'm back." I went to my room and had just set up my phone to record when a group of people barged in. 2 of them were familiar, Serafina's usual troublemaking friends. "Who let you in? Get out." They only grinned and shut the door behind them. A cold shiver crawled down my spine. "What do you want?" They walked toward me slowly, smiling in a way that made my skin crawl. "I'm curious," one said. "I've never played with a real heiress before." Before I could react, one of them lunged and pinned me down. "You can go first," the other one said. "I'll take whatever's left." The man holding me down began unbuckling his belt. Panic surged through me. "Don't touch me. I'm a Prescott." He snorted. "Your parents treat you worse than a stray. You really think a little shared blood makes you important? Serafina is the only real daughter in this family. You're just trash. And, by the way, she's the one who told us to come teach you a lesson." A burst of adrenaline hit me. I bit the hand covering my mouth. You crazy bitch." He jerked back in pain. Using that brief moment, I managed to scramble toward the window. "Stay back," I warned, climbing onto the sill. "I'll jump. This is the 3rd floor. You'll cripple yourself." They rushed me. I jumped. The ground was paved tiles. I landed badly, and my legs snapped with a sickening crack. Blood soaked my clothes as I dragged myself across the floor, desperate to find someone, anyone. "Jake. Jake." No answer. From a hidden corner of the 1st floor, I heard noises, unmistakable ones. I pushed the door open. There was my husband, tangled up with my sister, their clothes half undone. What is this? Jake sat up calmly, buttoning his shirt. I drank too much. I thought she was someone else. I look nothing like Serafina. And what about her? Did she also drink too much and confuse you for another man? He groaned irritably. Why do you always make things difficult? I said it was a mistake, so it was a mistake. Then he finally noticed my state, the blood all over me. What happened? Why are you bleeding? I jumped from the 3rd floor. Have you lost your mind? Why would you do that? Because Serafina sent 2 men to assault me. I had to jump to escape. The words came out broken, choking. Serafina immediately burst into tears, perfectly timed. Maya, I know you dislike me, but how could you accuse me of something so cruel? I would never hurt my own sister. Jake pulled her close protectively. Enough, Maya. How could you twist things like that? Before I could defend myself, my parents and Shane appeared at the door. Without asking a single question, my father walked over and slapped me. My cheeks stung from the slap, and my ears were ringing. Dad, why would you hit me? We heard everything. How dare you accuse your sister with such filth? You deserved it. It wasn't a lie. It happened. Look at me. My leg is broken. Shane shot me a cold glare. Save the theatrics. Hurting herself just to smear Serafina. Maya, this is a new low even for you. I looked at the 4 people who had the audacity to call themselves my family, my husband included. All I saw in their eyes was the same thing, disgust. So none of you believe me? Fine. I have proof. Follow me. I tried to drag myself toward the stairs, my injured leg throbbing with every step, but none of them moved. Mom, Dad, Shane, forget it, Serafina whispered tearfully. It's my birthday. I don't want to fight. Shane sighed, as if she were the one suffering. See, this is how generous she is. Not like someone who thrives on scheming. It's exhausting. What's the matter? I asked, afraid of what the video will show. Jake frowned. Serafina is protecting you from making an even bigger fool of yourself. Why are you trying so hard to be difficult? I stopped pleading. I turned and dragged myself back upstairs. My phone was still recording on the desk. I stopped the video, replayed it, and felt a little spark of satisfaction. It caught everything. I sent the clip to the family group chat. Within moments, they burst into my room like an angry mob. Shane shoved his phone in my face. What is this supposed to be? It's exactly what it looks like. Your precious Serafina's friends admitting she ordered them to come after me. My father shook his head in disbelief. No. Impossible. Serafina would never do something like that. Those men must have acted on their own. Serafina burst into fresh sobs. Maya, please. I didn't send them. We have to find them. I need to confront them. I swear I didn't do this. They ran off when I escaped, I said. Did you think they'd wait politely to be identified? My mother's face softened for a moment. Maya, honey, jumping from the 3rd floor, is the pain unbearable? We should get you to a doctor. But Jake immediately twisted the situation. Hold on. How did you conveniently record the whole thing? Did you plan this with them? I let out a bitter laugh. Those men worship Serafina. Why would they work with me? Because you paid them, Shane snapped. Jake's right. You bribed them to frame her. Serafina's sobbing grew louder. Maya, why? I'm your sister. Why would you do this to me? My mother's pity vanished. I can't believe you. I am so disappointed. My father scoffed. Bringing you back into this family was a mistake. And in that moment, whatever affection remained inside me disintegrated. You want the truth? Fine. I'll tell you. I was recording because I was about to film my final words. Jake scoffed. Your last words? Seriously? You expect us to believe you planned to kill yourself? Yes. Today was the day I planned to leave this world. Oh, please, Jake sneered. If you die, I'll eat my own shoe. Shane rolled his eyes. Maya, what is wrong with you? Talking about suicide now. You lie about Serafina, and when that doesn't work, you start playing the pitiful victim? My eyes blurred as I looked at my brother. Shane, do you have room in your heart for anyone besides her? Do you even remember your wife? Zoe. I turned to my parents. Do either of you remember the sweet, gentle woman you called your daughter-in-law? Zoe is dead. And she died because none of you would pick up your phones. You were all too busy celebrating Serafina. Because of that, she's gone. And now, so, is my last reason to stay in this world. I'm going to join her. Their expressions didn't change. Just more irritation, more disdain. Shane laughed under his breath. Is this some kind of drama rehearsal? What now? Is Zoe going to leap out of a coffin too? No, I said quietly. You'll never see her again. She was cremated. Her ashes are already in the ocean. Jake clapped Shane on the shoulder. Ignore her. She's making a scene because she wants attention. Once we walk away, she'll drop it.
My father pointed at me sharply.
You are staying in this room until you apologize to Serafina. Not a bite of food until then. And no doctor, my mother added coldly. Your injuries can wait until you admit your mistakes. They all flocked around Serafina as they left. She looked back at me at the doorway, lips curling faintly. She mouthed, "You'll never win." But I didn't feel hurt anymore. In fact, I felt light.
Free.
Zoe was waiting for me, with money, comfort, and a world where I wasn't treated like garbage. I had originally planned to die quietly in my room, but then I decided they deserved a final goodbye. I climbed up to the villa's roof. Below me, the pool glittered. The whole family was down there, splashing around with Serafina, as if nothing had happened. I sat at the edge of the roof, pulled a small fruit knife from my pocket, found my wrist, and cut deep. Blood gushed out instantly. Someone screamed below. There's someone on the roof. They're going to jump. Everyone looked up. Maya, my mother shrieked. Come down. My father crossed his arms. Let her be. Even if she jumps, she is not forgiven until she apologizes. Shane shouted irritably. Is this act still going on? We're tired, Maya. Serafina covered her face, sobbing on cue. Why is she doing this to me? Is she trying to guilt us into believing her lies? Now I'll never clear my name. Maybe I should die too. Jake pulled her close. Don't say that. That's exactly what she wants. Then he yelled at me. If you're going to jump, jump already. Stop dragging it out. If you actually jump, Maya, I'll change my last name to yours. My vision was already dimming. My ears were ringing. With the last of my strength, I shouted, then get ready, because my name is White. And I pushed off. I crashed into the center of the pool, sending a wave of red water splashing over all of them. I floated face down in the water. Blood unfurled around me in slow, dark spirals that dyed the entire pool a deep red. Maya, my mother cried, reaching toward the water, but my father pulled her back. Maya, he called out hesitantly. Serafina, nestled in Jake's arms, sniffled. The villa is only 5 stories high, and she fell into the pool. She won't be seriously hurt. Shane slowly regained his composure and nodded. She's right. The water broke her fall. She's fine. Quit the act and get out already, he shouted at my motionless body. You've ruined the whole pool. How are we supposed to swim now? Jake guided Serafina toward the steps. Everyone, let's shower. The water is filthy now that it's full of her blood. My mother still looked troubled. But why is she bleeding so much? Did she actually injure herself? Relax, Shane said. It's probably just some cuts from the fall. They look dramatic underwater. She's not dying. They all headed inside. As he walked away, Shane yelled, and Maya, once you're done sulking, drain and scrub the entire pool. You made this mess. They disappeared into the house. Not one of them looked back. After showering, Serafina slipped into a lacy nightgown and tiptoed straight into the master bedroom, the one I shared with Jake. When Jake stepped out of the bathroom and saw her lounging on our bed with her nightgown hiked up, he froze for a moment, then grinned. Well, aren't you bold, sneaking into our room like this? Serafina gave him a playful wink. While Maya's busy with the pool, we could enjoy ourselves a little. Jake didn't hesitate. He lunged. They were tangled together when Shane suddenly knocked and swung the door open. Jake, are you? He stopped mid-sentence, his eyes widening at the scene in front of him. Serafina let out a startled scream and scrambled under the covers. Shane, wait, it's not what it looks like. I was tipsy and went to the wrong room. The commotion drew my parents upstairs. What is happening? My mother demanded. One look at the 2 half-dressed figures and my father exploded. What on earth is going on here? Have you both lost your minds? Jake scrambled to pull up his pants. Mom, Dad, I swear, I was drunk. Shane shook his head slowly, disgusted. I can't believe this. Maya suspected something and I still defended you. But you really were cheating on her. No, that's not true. Serafina cried. I just got the wrong door. I wasn't thinking straight. Jake quickly nodded.
Exactly.
I was drunk and thought she was Maya. My father sighed, exhausted. Just get dressed. And not a word of this to Maya. It will destroy her. No one breathes a single word, he said firmly. My mother rubbed her forehead. Serafina, he's your brother-in-law. This is the last time. Do not ever let this happen again. Everyone hurried to fix themselves, and Serafina returned to her room. Later, the family gathered in the living room, faces grim and tense. What if she ends up pregnant? My mother whispered. Shane groaned. It only happened once. The chances are low. My father made up his mind. If she is pregnant, Maya and Jake will divorce, and Jake will marry Serafina. No, my mother protested. That would destroy Maya completely. What choice is there? We cannot force Serafina to get rid of the child. We'll deal with it if it happens, Shane said, exhausted. For now, let's just sleep. One by one, they went to bed. And not a single person remembered I was still in the pool. The next morning, the family gathered for breakfast. My seat remained empty. Shane frowned. Where is Maya? Is she still throwing a fit? He gestured to a maid. Go fetch her. The whole family is waiting. Before she could move, Jake chimed in. She never came back to our room last night. Check the guest bedrooms. My father snorted. Now she's giving Jake the cold shoulder. How childish. Shane shifted uneasily. Do you think she somehow found out about last night? How could she? My mother said. She was cleaning the pool. Suddenly a shriek filled the air. Miss Prescott. My father grumbled. What is happening so early in the morning? The maid stumbled into the dining room, shaking. The young miss, she's still in the pool. The entire family went white. They rushed outside. I was still where they left me, floating face down, the pool now a murky red. A heavy dread settled over them. Jake forced a shaky laugh. Maya, come on, this joke isn't funny.
Get up.
Mom and Dad told you to clean the pool, not pretend to be dead to scare us. Enough. Get out of the water. When I didn't move, Shane began to panic. Maya, do you hear me?
Get up.
I know you can be stubborn, but dragging Zoe into this too? What is wrong with you? Zoe didn't come home last night either, and she's not answering her phone. Are you two still not finished with this drama? Still no response. Shane dove into the pool. You're still pretending? He dragged me toward the edge. When he flipped me over, everyone froze. My face was drained of color, my body limp and lifeless. My mother screamed. Maya. Shane's hand shook as he checked for breath. She's not breathing. Jake stumbled backward. No, that's impossible. Maya, don't do this. Serafina stayed behind my father. Maybe she's just holding her breath? Then Shane saw the wound on my wrist, the deep cut that reached bone. His legs gave out, and he clung to the edge for support. He screamed, "Call an ambulance."
Now.
A maid finally made the call. When the paramedics arrived, they took one look and began packing away their equipment. She's been gone for over 12 hours. We can't help her. You should call a funeral home. My mother collapsed, sobbing so hard her voice broke. Maya, my baby girl. Jake gathered my body in his arms.
No.
Take her to our hospital. They can save her. Shane latched onto the idea.
Yes.
Prescott General. Hurry. My father ordered the driver to bring the car around. They rushed me to the hospital, the whole family trailing desperately behind. My father grabbed the doctor's arm. Save my daughter. Whatever you need, whatever it costs, just bring her back. The doctor knew it was hopeless. But under my father's pressure, he performed the procedures anyway. It was pointless. I had been gone for hours. I'm sorry, Mr. Prescott. There is nothing we can do.
My father stumbled back.
My mother's cries turned into raw, broken howls. Jake stared at me, dazed. She's not dead. She can't be. Jake threw himself over me, panic etched into his face. Maya, you promised me forever. You can't leave me like this. Please, Maya, wake up. I'll listen to you from now on, I swear. Don't go. Doctor, try again. You can save her. The attending doctor shook his head. You both know the truth as well as I do.
She's gone.
There's nothing we can do. Shane staggered backward, tears streaming down his face. Maya's gone and Zoe? Where's Zoe? He fumbled with his phone, dialing desperately, but every attempt led to the same automated reply. The number was switched off. She has to be alive. She's just hiding, he muttered, more to himself than anyone else. Answer the phone, Zoe. Your best friend is gone. Stop hiding. Serafina spoke softly from the corner, her tone like a blade. Shane, have you considered maybe Zoe isn't coming back either? Shane froze. Her words landed like ice. Maya said she was in a car accident, but you and Jake were too busy to operate. She died on the table. Every syllable felt like a knife twisting in him. He sank to the floor, numb. No, that can't be real. It was just a cruel prank. Frantically, he called the hospital where he and Jake worked. Check yesterday's surgical records. Patient name, Zoe Guan.
A pause.
Yes, doctor.
Zoe Guan. Deceased.
Cause of death, internal bleeding from fractured ribs puncturing the lung in a car accident. Surgery unsuccessful. Shane's face went pale. His knees buckled, and he collapsed. It took several staff to revive him. When he finally came to, he wailed, voice ragged.
Zoe.
I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I should have been there. I failed you. I couldn't save you. I deserve this. Jake clung to my lifeless body, refusing to let anyone touch me.
She's not gone.
She's just sleeping. My wife isn't dead. Serafina, watching the chaos, attempted tears but failed. She gave up. Jake, don't waste your grief. Maya made her choice. She was too weak to bear the truth, and when confronted, she broke. Shane's restraint snapped. His hand shot out, striking Serafina across the face. Shut up, he roared. If it weren't for your stupid birthday, Zoe would be alive. And Maya wouldn't have taken herself away. This is on you. You're the one responsible for all of this. Serafina finally cried. Truly this time. Shane, you've never hit me before. How dare you now? You're screaming at me for two outsiders? Outsiders? One was my wife, the other my sister. How can you call them outsiders?
You.
You're the outsider. Serafina staggered back, shocked. Shane, how can you say that? We've been family for 25 years. Maya and Zoe haven't even been in your life that long. Are they more important to you? Shut up. I don't want to see you.
Leave my sight, he snapped.
Serafina wailed in frustration. I can't believe you. I've done nothing wrong. I'm sad Maya is gone too, but I didn't make her die. She ran to Jake for comfort. He shoved her away hard. You too, she whispered, stunned. If it weren't for your friends, Maya would still be here. You orchestrated the last straw. Did you send them to hurt her?
No.
I swear I didn't. Serafina scrambled to my mother. They're all ganging up on me. Her mother recoiled. Her father did the same. Why are you all turning against me for Maya? Serafina cried. I'm your family. You raised me. Am I less important than her just because she shares some blood? I've been here my whole life. Shane's tone was icy calm. Serafina, Maya said you framed her. Remember the school years, the office sabotage, yesterday's assault? I will investigate every single incident. Serafina's face drained of color. Tears she had struggled to release now poured freely. Shane, those things are in the past. Why dig them up now? Maya is dead, and now you blame me? I want the truth. My sister doesn't deserve lies, even in death. If you're innocent, there's nothing to fear, right? The fact that you doubt me is insulting. Think what you like. I'm finding out the truth, he said firmly. Jake's voice shook with emotion. I support you, Shane. Maya, she must have been in unbearable pain to end her life this way. Maybe we were wrong about her. Maybe we pushed her too far. Serafina stepped back. You're all insane. Maya has driven you all mad. I hate you. All of you, she screamed, then ran. This time, no one chased her. Shane immediately hired professionals to investigate. It didn't take long for the truth to surface. The family wept as they read the reports. Serafina returned a week later, acting calm. I stayed with friends since no one called. But fine, we're family. I forgive you. Shane flung the folder of evidence at her. Forgive us? You're not done yet. You've been lying to us all these years. Serafina froze as she stared at the folder of evidence, her body trembling uncontrollably. No, wait. Let me explain, she cried. Explain what? Shane barked, voice tight with rage. That you spent years tormenting Maya while we all defended you? My whole life, I trusted you. We always had your back, and you played us for fools. Shane shook with fury. You are a masterful liar, Serafina. Every one of us believed you. I can't even imagine what Maya endured here. We brought her back to give her a better life, and you destroyed every moment of it. From this day forward, Serafina, you are no longer my sister, he said coldly. My mother clutched a photo of me to her chest, tears streaming. My Maya. My sweet girl. I'm so sorry I didn't see your pain sooner. I should have believed you. Please let me make it up to her, she begged, falling to her knees before my father. But he looked at her with disdain. You are poison. I should have sent you back to your birth parents years ago. You do not deserve the Prescott name. Shane added, voice icy. This family has no place for someone so vile. Serafina's pleas only intensified. Please. I'll repent. I'll pray for Maya and Zoe every day. Don't send me away. Without hesitation, my father gestured to the guards. They dragged the screaming, sobbing girl from the house. The room fell silent. Finally, my mother whispered, even with her gone, my Maya isn't coming back. Shane's voice was heavy with grief. And Zoe, she isn't coming back either. A sudden thought sparked in his eyes.
Wait.
Zoe once said she wasn't from this world. If she died here, maybe she returned to her own. And Maya came from the same place. If we can find that world, we could bring them both back. Jake's eyes brightened with hope.
Yes.
They're not dead. They're in another world. We have to find it, Shane. We have to get them back. My father clenched his fists. I will spend everything I have to open a gateway. I will bring back my daughter and my daughter-in-law. This family will never be separated again. I awoke to the sharp scent of antiseptic, lying in a hospital bed. You're awake, Zoe cried, wrapping her arms around me. I thought you'd never come back. I thought you'd be in a coma forever. It took a moment to process. I had the strangest dream. We were in another world, part of a rich family, and we were both married. Zoe's grin was radiant. It wasn't a dream. It all really happened. She held up a gold bracelet and slipped a matching one onto my wrist. Look, the system rewarded me with $1 billion, and I'm splitting it with you. I checked my phone. A deposit of 500 million confirmed. My jaw dropped. We're alive and rich. I whispered. We made it. The injuries from the car accident were gone. Scars vanished as if they had never existed. We celebrated our freedom lavishly, shopping sprees, high-end clubs, personal attendance, living without limits. Until one day, I returned home to see the Prescott family standing outside. My mother fell to her knees, tears streaming. Maya, our darling girl, we finally found you. My father held out his hands. We were wrong. Come home, please. I instinctively stepped back. How did you get here? Shane explained. We created a temporary connection between our worlds. Dad sent Serafina away. She'll never trouble you again. Please come home with us. And Zoe, is she with you? I shook my head. Don't look for her. She wouldn't come back. The marriage was a mission for the system. She never loved you, and she never would have married you otherwise. Jake stepped forward, pleading. Maya, I was wrong. I realize now you're the only one I've ever loved. Let's start over. Please. I laughed softly, a bitter edge in my voice. Your memory fails you. You slept with Serafina. I have high standards. I don't take damaged goods. I'm not going back. And you don't need forgiveness from me. I was never your daughter to begin with. My father froze. My name is Maya White. The real Maya Prescott was abused and killed at 15. I was the soul that replaced her. If you wish to atone, find her spirit. I need no apologies. Tears ran down Jake's face. But you're the one I married. Please, Maya, come back. I noticed they couldn't step out of the shimmering portal they had used. Relief filled me. I'm never going back, I said, shutting off the main circuit breaker. The blue light flickered, vanished, and the Prescott family disappeared. They never returned. When I asked Zoe, she said she hadn't seen them. At last, we were free, truly free, in our world, together and beyond anyone else's control.